yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. 2nd down and 8. Stafford. Look wide. Get this one complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. He gets free. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Dolphins. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Here's Smith to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. First and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. We are through one. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll try to run for it with Williams. Williams, 1st down, and he's not done. The speed on display. He's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, L.A. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. And this is no good. The rookie misses the extra point. We'll see if that affects him or the game the rest of the way. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, Malik Washington. Oh. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Hey, number one. Out.
The lefty right to the air to start. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Roseboom.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
First and 10 now from the 36. A give, and here comes Williams. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. That's Bradley Chubb. They're on the stop. Second and 7.
Real right, 22.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Stafford now on second down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. That is Bradley Chubb. Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Here we go on 4th. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get the football at their own 40.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
These two in rhythm, 12 more yards and a first down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's a shot toward the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Tua now on 3rd down. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Rams will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. So we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead. As we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Washington now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Stinger.
Hill brought in motion.
Out.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They're right here. Hey.
From the gun, here's Tua. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Ready.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll go again with Williams. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Here's 3rd and 2. The motion man is Nakua. 3rd and 2. Stafford. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have the Rams first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. They'll go with Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
To throw on 2nd down, Stafford. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Calais Campbell, the longtime veteran, in there to bring him down. Third and long. Here's Stafford. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6. But to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
He's right, snort.
Off play action, it's Tua. That's going to be taken in by Durham Smythe. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Hey, time out 2. Ready. Turbo 1 high. Turbo 1 high. Out.
Once again, it's Achane. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Second and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
On fourth down, Tagovailoa. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the 4th. On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Roseboom.
Intercepted by the Rams. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Not much there, maybe a yard. Now we're going to get a timeout, somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided.
50-50.
One last throw here for Stafford. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win here for the Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.
Yeah, you better pat me down and pray for peace before you let us in. My jettison is full of carnivores and lettuce men.